The enduring power of attorney and the enduring power of guardianship that we've talked about can be very, very important. I've had a case recently where a dysfunctional family, one of the children particularly aggressive and greedy, had fallen out with their siblings and fallen out with their parents. The parents had updated their wills some years before. They wanted to protect and minimise the risk of a claim on their estate by the one from whom they were estranged. It actually cost them a lot of money. And so they not only prepared wills, but I prepared statutory declarations, sworn statements by each of them, setting out why they'd done what they'd done and the history that had led to that. Because that then is evidence which can be admitted in court after they're gone. This is the way you can have your say after you're gone and minimise the chances of a greedy child who's given you hell during your lifetime making a claim on your estate after you're gone. However, one parent died, the other parent was ageing, short-term memory loss, had forgotten all the history. This child moved in on that parent, started to rebuild a relationship and ingratiate themselves. And fortunately, the surviving parent had given an enduring power of attorney and an enduring power of guardianship to two of their children whom they trusted and who were strong enough to stand up to the bully. But had it not been for that, the bully would have basically moved into mum's home, taken control of mum and cut off contact with the other children. I've had the situation where a client, a long-term elderly lady who'd been widowed, came in to see me and said, well, you know that my daughter, who's very greedy and bullying, has moved in and is living with me. Well, she took me to a lawyer and got me to make the will that she told me to make, and the lawyer prepared it and I've signed it. What do I do? I said, well, what we'll do is we'll prepare a little surprise for her. I'll prepare the will you want and you'll sign it, but don't tell anybody about it. It can be a surprise for her after you're gone. And that's what we did. It was a terrible surprise for her. She didn't like it at all, and it led to litigation because she was greedy. But fortunately, mum had expressed her wishes. But mum had signed a will under pressure that wasn't what she wanted. So there are older people who are pressured, who sign documents that aren't really what they would choose to sign. I mean, the parent who's now immobile, relying on the child with whom they're living. That child, for example, said to them, look, you know, mum, dad's passed away now. We can't accommodate you in our present home, but if you could contribute $500,000 to building an extension on the home, we'll build the extension. Then you'll be comfortably accommodated and live with us for the rest of your life. Mum puts up the $500,000, they do the extensions, they move mum into the old bedroom down the back, and then 6 months later, when mum's needs grow, they put her into care. There's nothing in writing. The $500,000 is now in their home that they own, so they've got a big slice of the estate ahead of mum going. There are other things you can do like that. Getting a parent to open a joint account with you so that when they go, that's automatically yours, doesn't form part of the estate. Getting a parent to sign a binding death benefit nomination so you automatically get their superannuation, doesn't go into their estate. There are lots of situations where elderly people are taken advantage of, and I have seen so many of them that it really does cause me huge concern. The first thing you need to do is, while you're young enough for there not to be any issues about your capacity, while you're strong enough and not under maximum pressure from a child, to sign a will, to sign an enduring power of attorney, to sign an enduring power of guardianship, possibly to sign a statutory declaration, even a deed of wishes spelling out what you want your executors to do. Do all that while there's no argument about your capacity.